Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one.
You are not alone. You are not alone. What's up, everybody? I thought I'd do something a little bit different. Shout out to you being here on a Friday night. You are definitely committed. Yeah, once upon a time, I mean, this YouTube thing is not new to me. This is actually my third channel. Once upon a time, I actually had a pretty decent channel before, and then I had did a spiritual channel. I want to say about 2 or 3 years ago. Didn't gain a whole lot of traction, and I'll show that channel down the road at some point to let people know that this ain't my first run at YouTube. I've actually my first channel at YouTube was back in 2017, and I was doing more conspiracy type of things where I was exposing like COVID and stuff like that. So I would say my first channel actually was around like 2018, 2019 is when I started, where I was pointing out stuff with the little hats. Hold on. Actually, where's my little hat noise? Where is it at? Here it is. So I had a channel before talking about that type of stuff, and one day, if I get some time, I'll bring up some of my old videos. When I was talking about spiritual stuff, and it was just real interesting. So this is not my first rodeo to YouTube. This is not my first go round. This is just going to be the most relevant out of all of them. And some of those videos are actually hilarious. I was watching a few of them, the other day, and I was just like, wow, that's so interesting. But you see it at the bottom. You are not alone. You're not alone. Is it possible for the creator to be alone? No, that's impossible. So, how would it be possible for us to be alone, knowing that the creator is within us and above us? So, you're never alone. You never need any external, substance, any external person. We're a finished product, and everything that we need is within us and above us. All the glory to the Most High. So, I wanted to point that out. In my observation earlier, I observed that. And I noticed that, a lot of people, that one of the biggest problems that they have is that they feel that they're alone, and you're never alone. It's impossible to be alone, knowing that we have the creating source that's within us. But give me one quick second. All right, sorry about that. But we are at day 26 night. So we are finishing day 26. We have the home stretch now. We're approaching the 4 week mark, and then we'll finish up that loose change and run through the red tape. But shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me the whole month. I know it's been a very small crew, and it's going to be a few people that are going to go on that short, narrow path. So for people that might watch this video later, and I'm sure as the channel grows, people are going to come back and these videos will get some traction. But again, I just had to put it on wax. So shout out to everybody that's done the energy strengthening, that's done stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And we're going to keep that going tonight with day 26 night. And then we'll get up in the morning, and you know where we at, because we can't stop. We won't stop.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
Yes, sir. So with that being said, let's get right into it. But just know you're not alone. There's no such thing as depression. There's no such thing as anxiety. There's no such thing as fear. There's no such thing as any of these things. This is just you believing in a lie. And again, we don't know where thoughts came from. We don't know where they went. So when you believe in a thought, it's going to lead you into a lot of different things, and people are going to slap a lot of different labels on it. But be still and know that I am God. I'm a voiceless voice from within. That means doing the energy strengthening. Pray without season. That means do the energy strengthening on a consistent basis. And again, I'm not a Bible thumper. I'm not a religious person, but truth is truth. And that's absolutely truth. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. And I hope you guys are being safe. I hope you had a well and productive day. Let's get those timers set. Okay. Always set it for a minute more than what you need or what you're going to do it for. So again, if you're doing it for 15 minutes, set it for 16 minutes. If you're doing it for 10 minutes, set it for 11 minutes. And I will have my Common Sense Fortune Cookie of the Week out tomorrow. If not tomorrow, definitely Sunday. I got a good, and it seems like a decent amount of people enjoy the Common Sense Fortune Cookie of the Week. And trust me, those nuggets will never run out. And even if they do, I'll recycle some of the better ones. So I'll keep those moving and grooving. And on Sunday, hopefully we can get live from a church and do some fellowshipping with some people. I think it's time for me to turn up the heat. People that know me personally, they're like, we want this version of you, and I'm like, I'm on YouTube. There's only certain things I can say and do, but they want a different version that they get to see in a more, in our more personal conversations. So I see that I'm building up to that point to be able to display more of my personality. So, but you got to come in this thing with a certain level of diplomacy, and that's what I'm doing. But it's getting ready to get interesting here in a minute because I'm starting to get my bearings. I'm starting to I get very comfortable with this, and then once I get comfortable, I can start, leaving my mark on things. All right. Hope you got your timer set. With nighttime again, and normally with nighttime, I do it completely in the dark. But for the purposes of showing and proving all month long, and putting this, on wax, or leaving my carbon footprint to say, hey, look, this is what separates me and makes me a cut above the rest. I'm gonna have this salt lamp here, so that way you guys can see me as I'm doing energy strengthening in the dark. I'm gonna hit this light behind me, and remember how you do energy strengthening is you simply turn your hands over. You watch the thoughts like you're watching a movie. You don't know where they came from. You don't know where they went. So just sit still, stay with it, stay with it. And for people out there that are just like, I'm just gonna sit here and wait till the timer goes off. It still works. So go for it. But just stay with it is the most important part. All right, let's get into it. See if this camera adjusted. And get a quick sip of water. Make it happen, Scrappy. All right, glasses off. And just relax and breathe. Open your eyes very slowly, so that way the energy stays with you. And if you're, hold on, let me get the light back on. All right, day 26 in the books. All right, but if you're noticing like you're nodding off a little bit while you're doing energy strengthening, again, that's just all that stress falling off of you. That's totally normal. So just stay with it, stay with it. Don't judge yourself, and then you won't be judged. And but yeah, if you're nodding off or something like that, just stay with it. It even happens to me sometimes. You know, when you're tired, you're tired. And God knows where your heart is at. God knows what you're trying to do, that you're trying to stay connected with them. So just like any other father that, wants what's best for his children, it doesn't judge you. It doesn't judge you. It's the effort that's most important. It's the effort that's most important. So again, you're not alone. You never have been alone and you never will be alone. Again, the creator is not alone because it created all of us and it's connected to all of us. Whether you're aware of that or not, that's totally up to you. But just always remember, hold on, where's my microphone? You're not alone. You're not alone. You're absolutely not alone. So that was day 26 in the book. We'll be back for day 27 and we'll keep this thing moving and grooving. But till then, if I stay any longer, I have to charge you. Peace.